Hi again folks, how's all doing? Just before I did the motor conversion kit on my Lima 37 using the micro motor kit from Peter Spares, I got an email from Richard at diesel-trains.co.uk asking if I would like a CD motor for it. When I told him about the micro motor conversion kit, he very kindly offered me kits for my remaining Lima diesels with original motors, which were my class 50 and class 31. So here is one of the kits. I've fitted these before, but no harm in showing you again. I've already fitted the other one into my class 50, but I'll fit this kit into the 31. Let's just run the 31 with its original motor first though. So it runs okay, pulls about 200 milliamps, and the experiments I did when I was fitting the micromotor to the Lima 37, I measured the voltage that this requires to pull away, and it needs about 5 volts before it will start to move. So let's get this into the shed and we'll fit this CD motor. Alrighto then, a big thank you once again to Richard for sending me these motors. I kept meaning to order them for my class 31 and class 50, so yes, very much appreciated. As I've said before, I've made a video on these CD motors before, but I thought it was worth doing again, especially after doing the micromotor one. You know, this kit from Diesel-Trains is only £12.50 plus postage. So you could buy 3 of these for the cost of the micromotor one. The motor isn't as good quality as the micromotor one, nor is the mount or gear, but it does come with a motor and gear pre-fitted, no messing around with glue, so it is much easier to fit, and it'll do the job. So you get some extra wires, which I probably won't use, and you get the motor and a bit of heat shrink. So yeah, having the motor pre-fitted into the mount and the pinion gear pre-fitted, and the fact that this is only £12.50, you know, there's a lot to be said for this. Comes off nice and easy. Take the weight out now. So very simple job. We just have to take everything out of there and stick that in and wire it up. Simple as that, really. So undo these screws. Remove that, and that'll then come out. So we want to desolder these 2 wires and this wire going to the pickup on the motor bogie. Take that out. That one. And that. And we'll remove the plate. Bits out. There's the brushes and springs. Just lift the commutator out. So get all that out the road. That all goes into my Lima Motor Spares box. We need to remove the magnet, which is held in place with a little lug at the top. So just get a screwdriver up in there, and it should just lever out. Like so. I don't think I've ever filed the gears on this, so I think I'm going to take them off and give them a going over before fitting the new motor. This is a 3mm socket spanner, just to remove these little bolts. Don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of flash on them, which we'll get rid of. We scoosh with contact cleaner just to degrease them. I'll need to look back at the video I made when this model was donated to me by, I think it was Eddie, because I can't remember if I filed the gears or not. I think I probably did. Nearly always do with Lima models, but doesn't do any harm to give them another wee rub down, because they don't look as if they've been filed. Okay, we'll feed these wires up through that little hole, and then the new motor just pops in. Make sure that wire doesn't get trapped. There we go. Just open up that hole in the mount a little bit. It doesn't need to be screwed in too tight. Right, touch the wires onto a battery, and away it goes. That seems fine. So, mount this back in. That. So before soldering the wires together, I need to make sure which wire goes to which. So I'll put it on the test track. I've got myself a new test track controller, a little Gauge Master Combi. My mother-in-law gave me an Amazon voucher for my birthday, so that's what I bought with that. Seems to be quite nice, because I was using this old Hornby thing, which was awful. It used to cut out, and yeah, didn't like it at all. So I've been meaning to get a replacement for it for a while. Also, I think this will play more nicely with coreless motors. Right, just turn this round, got the power on. If I touch the red wire onto there, and the blue wire onto there, it goes in that direction, which is what I want. So that's fine. So that blue wire will have to solder to that, and I'll also have to solder to this, so that's an extra pickup at the front. And then the red wire connects to that. Need to snip a bit of that off, that's too much wire. We'll strip that. We'll strip that. Twist them together. And we'll strip that. Snip a bit off that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Let's forget that's got to go to there. Wouldn't it be great if life had an undo button? I've stupidly cut this wire too short. So we'll use a bit of the extra wire that came with the kit. Rather than connecting both of those to that, is extend that up to those. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll twist these together. And then we'll use a bit of this wire to go onto there, and then up to there. Twist that onto there. I'll need a bit of heat shrink. I think this might be, I might do it. That's on there, and wrap that round there. Right, okay, solder this up. It's quite a generous amount of solder on there just to keep that on. Solder on there. And on there. Like that. Get some oil onto the pinion gear. And then that bearing there. Put the weight back in. tuck that wire down there, and we'll tuck that wire down in there. Fit that on. There we go. Alright, nice as ninepence. Alright, okay, let's go and pull out the shed. So with the original motor, this pulled away at about 5 volts. Let's see how many volts it takes to bring it out the shed. About 1.5. So there we are, another successful CD motor conversion using the kits from Diesel-Trains. I fitted the Class 50 with the same kit, same process and the same result. I know I've said it a few times before, but these old Lima diesels, especially the later ones, are fantastic budget models, and with a bit of work on the original motors they'll run very smoothly. But fit a CD motor and they'll run even better, so I thoroughly recommend converting them, especially if you want to go DCC. Whether you fit one of these kits or the micromotor one, I'll leave up to you. Both work equally well, to be honest, so the cost of the Diesel-Trains ones plus the easier fitting does make them a bit of a no-brainer. But the micromotor one is definitely a better quality motor and mount. Thanks again to Richard for sending me the motors. I'll put the links to his website in the description below, so please do check it out. Okay folks, I'll catch you later.